Hey everyone, this is a Night Fury.
Oh my god, it's a Night Fury! The awful Night Fury!
Okay, guys, it's more than what you think it is. It's deep inside adorable. Okay then.
Super
But-
adorable.
Okay then, that's enough, guys. That's enough. Oh no, she's taking away to the ship. Oh no. She's being locked away. Hello guys and welcome back to Zibby's Film Club. So as you can see, I've brought a cute little dragon along with me.
Oh gosh. Oh, she's in her thingy. Okay. She's here.
I've had this dragon
toothless.
ever since January 25th,
Yeah.
and they really liked her. I really wanted a pet, so I got a dragon.
Yeah. A furry little dragon.
But anyways, why did I waste my time saying that this hamster is a dragon?
Why?
Because I watched How to Train a Dragon today, the first one.
I see.
I'm preparing to watch the third one, and I had already watched the second one.
Like
So
2
I
years
don't-
ago or something like that.
I know. Actually 5.
Really?
Almost 5.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm preparing for the third film, because I already watched the second film, and now I watched the first film.
Mm-hmm.
And how was it?
Yeah.
It was really good. Let's begin with like the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The story in its core isn't all too peculiar.
Too special?
Yeah.
So it's a pretty basic story?
So Hiccup goes on this journey and like finds something that everyone has been building up to as horrible, horrendous, or whatever. It can destroy you. That thing being toothless.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to like prove to the village that he's not that bad actually. I've seen him before.
Yeah.
And there's also a relationship between Hiccup and Astrid. I didn't find that too compelling.
Mm-hmm.
I never found it too compelling.
Yeah.
But I did like the scene where they like fly in the clouds with Toothless.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And now on to the positive stuff. And I just talked about Toothless.
Mm-hmm.
Want to talk about the scene where Hiccup plays around or like trains Toothless.
Okay.
I think these scenes work because Toothless behaves like a real animal, not like this killer dragon thing.
Mm-hmm.
He behaves like how a real cat or tiny dog would behave.
Oh, I see. So that makes him relatable
Yeah, that makes
and
him,
real.
that makes the scenes a lot more fun.
Awesome.
That and all the scenes where they fly with dragons and the dragons breathe fire and they like fight dragons and all these capsules. It's really fun.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's pretty good stuff. The story might not have much to it in its core,
Mm-hmm.
but in execution it really works.
Cool.
Then let's move on to the animation. This was a great feat by the heads of DreamWorks.
Mm-hmm.
They're going for a bit of a more realistic style. I mean, not super realistic, but still. Like, the character models are stuck at that Disney, like... So, yeah. The designs are not that cartoonish.
Mm-hmm.
At least when compared to some others. And, like... The character animation is a lot more grounded. But it's still really good. The world of the dragons looks very vast
Mm-hmm.
and lifelike.
Yeah.
All of the dragons themselves are really cool. All of the action and flying scenes, again, they're excellent.
Cool.
And the character designs look pretty good.
Awesome.
My only problem
Mm-hmm.
that I have with the animation is that, I mean, the movie is nearly 10 years old, and it's kind of set in this more realistic setting with realistic looking characters or something. So, like, some of the shots have aged better than others.
Okay. Legit.
Like, some of the shots maybe have too little detail in them,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe even too much detail, and so it ends up looking bad.
So we've seen it done better since then.
Yes, the animation of the Dragons franchise has improved greatly with Dragons 2
Mm-hmm.
and especially Dragons 3, even though I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Well, we're waiting. When is it coming?
It already did come out
Oh,
in theaters, but I'm waiting to see it on a computer.
okay.
And now, on to the characters. Starting off with Hiccup.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I get the appeal of the character. I get why some people might like him.
Mm-hmm.
He's always doing all those good things. He's clearly means well. Because he's, like, so tiny, not many people, like, notice him.
Yeah.
And his dad wants him to be more of, like, a Viking. Like
warrior.
a tough warrior instead of the small thing. But I just didn't relate to him that much.
Okay. Yeah.
Stoic was good. Yeah, Stoic was good as the father in the film. He
Yeah.
kind of develops.
He does.
Yeah.
Right.
Throughout the film, he
Mhm.
develops a better relationship towards, like, Hiccup and all that stuff. And then Hiccup's older, blonde-haired, bearded friend. I
Mhm.
forgot his name. I think it was Not Loud or something like that. No,
Okay.
maybe that was another character. But
Okay. Anyways, his friend.
is a good one. He is the only one that can really trust Hiccup, and he gives some advice, which is really nice. And then we have Toothless.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Now, Toothless is, again, I like this character because he behaves less like all this killer dragon thing, but how a real animal behave.
Right.
It eats fish. Cats eat fish.
Mm-hmm.
And it behaves kind of like a dog in certain ways. Even though I don't like dogs, I like Toothless.
Yeah.
And then there are the side characters. These include all of the other, like, people who are in Hiccup's clan. They're about the same age.
Yeah, the other kids.
Yeah, all the other kids. Yeah, there's this one fat guy who's also the smartest of the group.
Of course.
No, they don't joke about how he's, like, fat and all. But he does talk a lot about science and something like that. And he's studying the dragons very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
The rest are just tropes. Rough Nut and Tough Nut are the twins.
Mm-hmm.
Snot Loud is the bully, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that really stood out is Astrid.
Okay.
But to be honest, she doesn't really do anything throughout the film. She's the girl Hiccup has a crush on, and she's portrayed as like this action woman
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. But she doesn't do like a single thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she did try to fight off the dragons, but she didn't succeed in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I don't care if you're making a male the hero. Just get the female, like the most important female in your film, to actually like do something.
Give her a meaningful role, you mean?
Yeah, and she's not like she.
She's not special in any way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, though, all the other dragons managed to leave their mark, even if not all of them are actually seen in the film, some of which are in books.
Mm.
But even then, they're able to like leave a strong impression. Like there's one flower head, big weird dragon. There's one dragon with two heads.
Yeah.
One head like generates fog, and the other head like lights up the fog, making it hard to see.
Okay.
And then the other is like this giant dragon thing, which looks like a lot like one of the other dragons more prominently shown in the film, which isn't that special at all.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's gigantic and can kill people in seconds.
Yeah. And that's the evil one, right?
Yeah, and there's another evil one which can like turn to flames.
Okay.
And that's
yeah.
awesome. I really like the dragons in this film.
Yeah, well, cool. Mm-hmm.
And then there's the acting. Now, I thought Hiccup was kind of annoying,
Okay.
but I got over him, like, as the film went on.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the Scottish accents were just a bit too thick. Like, I couldn't understand anything, but still.
Stoic, right?
Stoic.
Stoic. And the are there any others? Others speaking?
Yeah, like the adults speak in this really thick Scottish accents or
Yeah.
whatever. And it's very hard to understand them.
Mm-hmm. Even for you.
But some of the performances are solid, like the annoying genius kid, or Rough Nut and Tough Nut, or Astrid.
Yeah. Cool. And you say that Hiccup sort of grew on you as the movie went on.
Yeah. It didn't really annoy me too much after a while.
Okay.
So, that's all. So, the characters may not be perfect. Many of them are cliches.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them still stick out.
Yeah.
And the acting's okay.
Good.
But here's what I think is the best aspect of the film. The music.
Okay.
The music really helps elevate some scenes toward. Like, for example, when they're sailing in the ships,
Mm-hmm.
like they're just sailing, they're not doing anything too peculiar,
Mm-hmm.
but there's like this music which really fits like the sailing and the theme. It works very well.
Awesome.
And it helps scenes. It also helps the scenes with like Toothless, and when he's flying with Toothless, and when Hiccup's training with Toothless. It really helped elevate those scenes.
Cool.
Also, there are a few moments in the film where there is no music. There are just some noises, uncanny noises,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like set to set up the atmosphere and all that stuff.
Okay.
And then there's also the scene where Hiccup reads the book, where there's like this slow build-up or whatever music,
Mm-hmm.
then leads to the final setup. Boom.
Yeah.
And then the ending music is great. So yeah, the score for this film, while not featuring any famous like music stars or singers,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe even composers,
Mm-hmm. We can check.
is still excellent. To conclude, How to Train Your Dragon is a flawed but fantastic film with solid animation, a story that, while at its core it's kind of bland, has good execution, a pretty good roster of characters, and some excellent music. Now, I recommend checking this out if you're an animal person.
Mm-hmm.
Again, just to see the training scenes between like Toothless and
And Hiccup.
and Hiccup. And this is also good for those who like big actiony dragon stuff.
Yeah.
I know people out there like that.
Yes, of course.
So overall, story 8 out of 10, animation 9 out of 10, characters 7 out of 10, soundtrack score 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
overall 8.2 out of 10. It's a very solid movie.
Yeah.
Now excuse me while I cry over how The Kid Will Be King will never come to theaters ever.
Here.
See you later, guys.
Bye.